Hello, everybody. So, now that you've all gotten this far into the loop, I figured I should wait a little bit before I extrapolate. Didn't want to overwhelm you with information right away. Hello, I am Ludda, God of Games. I'm sure you all know that at this point. L-U-D-D-A. Close enough. Now, my frazzled self failed to impart some pertinent info on your group last time, so I'm going to be beaming this information into your minds. I do hope you don't find that too invasive, and before you ask, yes, this is a chalkboard. I like how they look. Anywho, I want to talk about the structure of the loop today. As I'm sure you all are aware, the loop is comprised of 100 floors. That is a really wonky rectangle. I'm working with a very small screen here. Please bear with me. However, anyway, these 100 floors are broken into small 10-floor segments called circles. You're currently in Limbo, the first circle. I'm sure you're getting quite comfortable there as I speak. Each circle has a curator. A curator is essentially a person or thing, normally a person, that is tasked with the upkeep and the management of the circle. In Limbo, it's this little fellow here. His name's 𝚤𝚘𝚘𝚙. He's very good. Every 5 floors, the curator of the current circle will introduce a challenge of their own design to you. If you beat that, you'll gain a level up, which is very coveted. I'm sure you're well aware of what happens with that. Oh, and to those listening in who have no idea what I'm talking about, don't worry your pretty little selves off about it. Now, the first 10 floors are introductory. Challenge for new parties. Your party has its own instance of the first 10 floors, and is completely alone. Once you beat floor 10, however, all parties operate on the same floor. That means you and anybody else who's gotten that far. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. Now, that's the last of the free information I'll be handing out. If you ever want any more, you'll have to pay for it with these handy-dandy little coins I've made. Ludda coins. They are the rarest and most coveted currencies of the loop. They don't buy items or weapons, no, they buy information, which is worlds more valuable. Show a looper you have a Ludda coin, and they just might kill you for it. Now, assuming you all play fair, which is a long shot, I know, to use a Ludda coin, you simply need to wish upon it for anything you desire, and toss that coin as if it were into a wishing well, into any body of water, or water's equivalent. Hell, you could even use your tears of blood if you're that desperate. Now, go out there and tackle the loop. I'm sure you likely won't die horribly.
Fuck, I love Ludda.
That was very...
I had to resist drawing a mustache on him.
Don't put a mustache on Ludda. Oh, and for your information, yes, everybody, player character-wise, did just see that. That was in universe.
Does anyone have a Ludda coin? I don't remember ever seeing a Ludda coin.
Nilq
He starts
shrugs.
clapping.
Now, floor 3. All of you come through the door and into floor 3. Excepting one. Gladiolus. You find yourself somewhere very, very different. The thin, faint outline of a floor beneath you is clear, but you can't make heads or tails of up or down, and if you stare at it for far too long, you'd almost mistake it for a ceiling.
He's gonna look around and just kind of try to reach out his mind towards Nilq, as he's always done.
There's a block there for a second. Something hard pushes against you, and you get a splitting headache. And then you hear the sound like a spotlight shining.
Oh,
Hello there.
hello. Is there a reason that you've called me here?
A suspicion. I have one question for you, and then you may go. They have their arms folded and take a different atmosphere than you've seen before. Why has he come here?
Which one? The boy or my master?
I believe you know exactly who I'm talking about. Your
My
master.
master, then. He lets the boy go where he pleases. This is training. Also, way to protect him.
I'm simply watching out for my ilk. I wouldn't want any ill play. Surely you know that his presence violates many rules. Are we understanding each other?
Aye. But did you notice the thing off about him?
I only had a moment of contact, but it was enough to feel it. Yes. Which is why I immediately grew suspicious that there could be foul play.
Just no. He is not here to cause anything. Currently, he is only at half strength anyway.
I'm surprised. I expected you to be more... They look around. Tight-lipped. Very well.
Against somebody else, yes. But the master said that you are to be trusted until you make yourself an enemy.
He trusts me. Wow. They, you notice them get a little bit, not angry, but just red in the face when you say that. They trust me, really. I mean, I've done nothing of the sort to warrant. Very well. I'm sure I don't have to explain myself where the suspicions arose from.
Oh no, I completely understand, which is why I was yelling at the boy when he decided to hug you.
It seems very strange, yes. You probably noticed my unease for a moment.
Aye,
Very well.
but don't worry. As long as he is in the ring, the master has said that he will not overstep his boundaries.
I'm keeping you to that.
And if he ever were to try, he would most likely send a request to you first.
To me directly. How kind.
After all, it is your and your friend's domain, yes?
Correct. When you say that, Ludda looks at you and almost narrows their eyes in a pensive motion of, like, peculiar. Alright. I don't need to strong-arm you. You seem like a decent sort. Just please try to keep it that way.
Gladiolus nods, and he's just been sitting this entire time, like, very open, like, no aggression at all in his demeanor, just trying to let him know, yeah, he's being 100% as best he can be.
Ludda was very clearly frazzled as always, flashing between as many different emotions as you've ever seen a person of this sort. But once they're satisfied, they relax their shoulders and just say, very well. If I need to contact you further. Yes?
He nods.
We'll talk again.
Hey. But, you asked the question.
I did.
May I believe Questions cost here, do they not?
From me. You can choose to decline.
Good. But that would be bad hospitality on my end. After all, my only job is to make sure he stays safe. I am his guardian after all.
Ludda holds out their hand and you notice like a band of like almost blue shimmering liquid pool on their hand, kind of like a teardrop. They look down at it, study it for a second. It seeps back into their skin, they nod, and they look over at you. Very well. Do you want to rejoin the boy?
Yes, please.
Good luck, and have fun. They wink.
He smiles and kinda does as best of a wink as he can because he's got 4 eyes, so he has to forcibly keep 3 open.
Ludda seems to chuckle at that.
Yes, multiple eyes. Not the best feature.
Beautiful.
Okay.
All of you step out the door and immediately are greeted with an empty, cold expanse. You stand on a wobbling bridge. Wind and mist swirls around you, and you can hear the slight groaning of metal as the bridge is buffeted by the very soft winds of mist.
Nilq, where is your dog?
Kind of like looks around, thinks for a moment. He's probably had word. Nilq seems to be very much struggling with thinking of proper words because he does not understand language properly here yet. He shrugs.
Oh. He'll show up again. He can magically teleport to you.
Hey Tali, I'm gonna peek over the edge. Is it just an empty abyss?
You look down and the mist is thick. It certainly looks like an empty abyss. Could you give me an awareness roll?
Sure.
The mist is making odd patterns, like you've seen mist before. Some of the lines and streaks it's making down there aren't... They strike you as weird, but seems to your best knowledge an abyss.
It's quite strange. It appears as though the mist here is not naturally occurring. However, I doubt that anything within this tower is very natural to begin with.
Yes, and as someone who cannot fly, I'd rather not stay on a structurally unstable bridge for as long as possible.
Yes, I quite concur. Strange. What is the purpose of mist? Why not just an abyss?
Forward.
Nilq seems to be like holding on to Djinn's arm as he walks.
You get sand on you.
He's perfectly fine with that.
You hear a rattling as if like another piece of the metal is hitting at the sides all around the bridge as the wind blows.
As in there's like a loose piece of metal rattling back and
Friends, if you can, try to avoid making any too much contact with this mist. I'm not sure why. It might very well just be normal mist, but there seems to be something off. I don't know.
Can I make an awareness check? Looking around, making sure we're not getting ambushed, see if there's shapes in the mist around us. I don't know.
Okay. It's really good. Okay, Pavouk. Off the left-hand side of the bridge, you do see the mist swirling in those weird ways like Emmyth was mentioning. Yeah, that's interesting. And then that rattling again, you... No, wait, there it is. You see something out in the mist. It's like a metal spire. Like, almost some of the metal like this bridge is made of. The mist bends around it, almost like it's slicing through waves of cloud. Like a fin or something. It's sticking straight up. Just a piece of metal, and then it's covered again.
It could just be the other structures hidden in the mist.
And while you're looking at that, Nilq rushes up to Emmyth and is like gripping the shirt gently and just like, do you mean it? The thing you said?
Of course.
He hugs Emmyth.
Oh, oh my. I'm not quite used to this type of physical affection, but, and he tries to reciprocate a hug. Here you go.
His belt twitches.
Come on, let's get moving.
Come, Nilq, you can, hold my hand.
He happily holds the hand.
Seriously, where is Galileo? He seemed to be rather aware of his surroundings.
The metal groans of the bridge. You almost see it like... It feels like it's swaying slightly, or maybe that's just the mist.
Glad he says, probably won't show up for a little bit because, bridge looks small. He doesn't want to break it.
This is quite strange. The bridge seems to be broken.
Huh. How does it look like the bridge is broken?
Djinn, let's say an intelligence roll from you, please.
Alright.
It looks like it was eroded.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Is this like a railing that's still
Yep.
up across?
Railing that's up, and if you look down, there are supports underneath this bridge, actually, that you can see underneath here. It's...
I'm gonna hop on the railing.
Fumi hops on the railing.
I could.
How stable does the railing look?
Enough for Fumi.
Fumi doesn't weigh a lot.
Yeah.
Fumi
We
can
could also-
fly.
Yeah, that too.
We're in a cold environment. I don't want to fly.
Yeah, cold. Maybe could try creation?
No, I think I can handle this. And I'm gonna spend 2 mana as I'm going to cast all web, and I'm gonna cast it horizontally and just make a little bridge.
Oh, nice. Little web bridge.
10 foot long, 1 foot thick web
Oh,
bridge.
nice.
Hell yeah. You make a web bridge.
Solid.
The web
Sound
bridge
good.
is probably more sound than the rest of the bridge.
Web bridge.
And I'm not making it sticky, it's just literal, the structural spider strand, so it's real strong.
More metal banging against metal you hear. This bridge definitely seems to be
Okay.
in worse repair, but still surprisingly sturdy as you cross it.
Careful not to slip. I don't have railings.
How does Djinn cross this being made of sand?
Honestly, I was just gonna like... Okay, you know how I stretched myself up super high?
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Just do that with one of my legs, but just kind of move my leg all the way over to the other side, and then just slowly move my body along that as a rail of sorts.
Oh yeah, that's very doable.
Yeah, and then just retract. Just like one big long step.
That's so cool.
Is this the other end of the bridge? Was there nothing here?
Looks like where a door might be, but it's very empty.
Maybe puzzle?
What the fuck do you mean, puzzle? There's just no door. Can I look over the edge?
Yeah. Swirling mist. Very far down.
Can I see if there's like any like collapsed structure at the bottom?
Give me an awareness roll. It's a pretty good roll. Okay,
That's me rolling poorly.
Yeah.
9 and 2 ones.
Fumi, you're looking down there and you see mist swirling around. That little spine pokes out again through the mist. You see... Oh. Yeah, a metal structure, kind of like the... You hear that metal flap banging again. You look up at the cross shape at the top of the bridge's archway. Little metal banging against that. You look back down. Very similar indeed. But then you hear something else. A different type of metal sound. It's almost like the bang at first. But boom, 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 boom. It's got an odd rhythm to it. And then you realize, wait, no, that's not coming from that up there. That's coming from below the bridge. You look back behind you and you hear those sounds move down the entire length of the bridge, and a black, gnarled hand grab onto the side of the bridge as something pulls itself up.
Oh.
Ooh!
And the fuck?
Is it trying to get through my web?
That looks really
It
cool.
breaks through your web easily.
Oh no.
Some inky black webbed wings on its back just kind of shudder and flutter as it stands up to its full height, a little over 10 feet tall, and starts walking towards you guys.
I see you have the audacity of being tall.
Oh shit!
Emmyth is gonna get in front of Nilq, pull out the rapier, and sort of be like, let's try to keep our distance. Not to get too close to this thing.
You see, they almost look like teeth on its stomach, opening and closing, as its weird, gangly, long black arms. One of them, almost in an instant, it's like the flesh reforms and it launches out and flies at your neck, Emmyth.
Oh my!
I'm going to treat this like a grapple check. So I want you to try and avoid this.
Okay. I am going to try to quickly slip out of the hand.
Okay. Nice. Alright, Emmyth, the hand, it's almost like a grappling hook, like slingshot. It flies right past your head and, like, lands here, and then slowly starts to pull itself back into the hand as its neck cracks. The head turns sideways, and it starts to take more steps towards you guys.
Back up, back up, back up.
Okay.
To where?
Lost it anyways. As that hand is retracting back towards it, Emmyth is gonna run over, grab it, jump onto this railing over here, and try to run past it.
Oh my lord, okay.
While he's doing that, I'm going to invoke Divine Intervention.
Okay.
I have to make an opposed luck roll versus that.
Okay,
So
make your
here
luck
comes
roll.
the luck. 30! It's not gonna work.
That's a failure!
I have a question.
Mhm.
Can I spend a favor to say I did something before we left the heart room?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. I want to cast a curse.
Oh. Okay.
On.
On Emmyth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm good with that.
Hold on. Every 125 steps, Emmyth trips ever so slightly.
What?
Okay,
This
okay.
just happens to be the 125th step Emmyth has taken on this bridge.
Okay. In an attempt to get Emmyth to either trip and fall in an advantageous manner, or what are you intending with
Yeah,
this?
advantageous.
Okay.
Where Emmyth doesn't get, like, sliced or
Emmyth,
knocked off the bridge.
what you notice is it was spooling its other hand back. As it's bringing this hand in, the other one launches at your chest in an attempt to knock you off the bridge. However, you just so happen to trip. As that hand goes sailing over you, you fall on your face and land dead on top of the hand that was your target.
Now that I have it, I'm going to grab it by like the wrist and get up and start running across this railing. Hop.
Okay. As you run by it, you notice that its head kind of turns towards you, and the teeth, they like chatter almost, opening and closing really quickly as it turns its head and looks at you.
Oh, I see. Is it this that you want? Well, I suppose you can't really do anything without a hand to help you out, can you? Huh? Come and get me, you bastard! And he's just gonna run with the bonus action. Or with the action dash.
Okay, I need you to make an opposed strength roll when you get to that point, because you're going to be
Son of a
pulling its
bitch.
arm further than it is currently pulled out. Yeah, and if it yanks you hard, you don't feel like you're going anywhere.
Fuck!
I know how fucking clouds work in cold areas. I would just get sucked to the ground. Yeah, let's eye laser it.
Your eye laser impacts it, it does not hit. Almost like, oh, that's weird. Its flesh moves in a way to deflect it.
Ew.
Emmyth, you're going to feel
yeah.
something weird. I'm going to cast a spell. From your perspective, things are going to get a little bit darker. From everybody else's perspective, on Emmyth's forehead appears a black circle.
Oh, no.
What's your spell rating, Emmyth?
An 8.
Okay. That black dot turns into warping black flesh that kind of dives out of your forehead and wraps around your body, constricting you. Everyone else, you see a massive arm come out of his forehead and wrap around and grab him with a massive gangly black hand. But that's the weird thing. This is just visual. And apart from the unsettling reaction, you don't feel restrained.
Oh, okay.
And you can just find out what that does. It is going to turn and take a few steps up next to Nilq.
So the arm that Emmyth is still holding is just spooling out behind.
It's stretching longer.
Oh, fun.
Yep.
Take out my bow. Ah! Try and shoot it.
Ah! The arrow sticks into it. It doesn't react in the slightest.
Did I do it?
Shot, Gene!
Thank you. This is creepy.
He'll use his action to summon Gladio.
He's so big.
Where?
He is. Nilq will summon him and just be like, help. I was taking a break. Kind of looks over.
Its head sort of seems to click and focus on you. The weird wiggly skin bits twitching in anticipation.
As Tali said its head clicks, I unintentionally cracked my neck and it made it so much more real.
If it makes you... I won't lie, I popped my right knee too.
Oh, this thing is definitely making popping sounds when it does that,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, Gladio is gonna just try to shove it back a little bit.
It doesn't budge in the slightest. like this thing was welded to the floor.
I do not like this.
These are vertical structures, right? Up the beam.
You're gonna climb up the side of it? Okay.
I want to just get web all over his eyes. And blind him.
You cover its eyes over with web. Completely. As far as you can tell, you got it.
It's blind. Yeah, I did it.
There's a weird burble, almost like a hiss, that erupts not from its mouth, from its stomach. Nilq and Gladiolus and Fumi, you all get an uncomfortable view of that. Okay, Emmyth, you got that hand.
Okay, so even though it looks like it's straining me, I'm not actually constrained, right?
Not at all. You just feel really weird, and everything is just a tint darker.
Quite strange. I was just gonna kind of take my rapier and touch the tip of it onto the arm to try to absorb it.
Sure. You touch your tip of the sword to the black dot. There's a ripple of energy. The counterspell kind of bores its way into the blackness, and then from all sides, the blackness kind of bubbles and boom, 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 boom. Hands grip onto all sides of the blade, turning it black, as well as they grip onto it on all sides.
Oh my. I hope this isn't permanent, you know. My uncle gifted me this sword, and should you have ruined it, I will have to make you pay dearly. Is going to simply throw the hand onto the ground and step on it with his boot. I'm just going to sort of menacingly hold my sword up to the arm and sort of tug on it a little bit with the blade, to try to get its attention.
I'm going to become Cloud.
Cloud.
It's cold, so Cloud low to the ground.
Yeah.
I want to try casting a divination spell.
Oh.
I want to try to get insight on what this creature can do, or if it's immune to anything.
Okay.
That kind of thing.
Okay. Meets it, beats it.
Hey, nice.
You start to just simply take it in for what it is. You see it prepping its next attack on Nilq and Gladiolus. You see it. There it is, on its back. There are little spots moving underneath its skin. No, not underneath its skin. That is its skin. Pooling there. You realize this creature has complete control over its body mass. One of its wizard affinities is body magic.
Okay. I'm going to, reform my hand and poke Gladiolus.
I...
It has complete control of its body.
Oh, that makes me uncomfortable.
I'm just gonna sit down here.
Another thing that you divine, Fumi, if we're talking on scales of power, this is multiple degrees more powerful than Gladiolus.
Yeah, you're gonna get fucked up.
Since I'm, right at this corner, can I just, peek down again?
Yeah.
See, I wanna look around, see if this is, the only thing around.
Well, apart from the little bits of metal you saw on the other side, there are a few more spikes of metal. Again, it's like the mist gets too deep for you to see beyond the little points poking up. But you do see the mist swirling strangely in multiple locations.
Okay.
The mist lurker. Those little tiny modules on its skin burst, all in an instant. 40 different arms erupt out of its back, razor-sharp claws on the fingertips, as it brings them down in a sweeping motion on both Nilq and Gladiolus. I'm casting an AoE cone-type attack. How this works is this going to work like a save spell. Beat what I roll and you'll only take half damage.
Nilq is gonna try to embrace himself with his resilience. Nilq.
Oh,
Nilq! Baby, I swear, baby. Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
Fucking using his tail to fucking try and grab him and fucking wrap him up. Hopefully won't be as. Oh my god! What are these rolls?
Oh, fuck!
Wow.
Gladiolus, you go to grab it with your scorpion tail. Nilq, you try to just take it on the chin, I guess.
He's like doing that thing where he's like crossing the arms. He's crossing the arms, but it's like he's leaving like a large part of his like torso exposed because he was protecting the head. Yeah, thank fucking God you protect the head, because vertical lacerated slices tear your clothes to shred. Gladiolus, your form wavers for a second. Both of you take 12. Ow. Too bad that's not any form of elemental damage. It's not. It is, in fact, poison damage. Ow. Yeah, because around the cut, you feel a horrifying burning sensation, as the blood where you are cut literally turns black.
Shoot it.
Okay, so he'll use his action to be allowed to get away from it. Very fair. Nilq, you're bleeding. Little drips of your blood. That's not right. Why is your blood black? He just kind of comes over here and kind of like looks back and forth. The only thing you notice really is that... Okay. Wavering bridge. You start to piece it all together. Your vision's going a little bit woozy. Is that the bridge waving, or is that your eyesight? No, that's definitely your eyesight. You smack the side of your head for a moment, and when you're looking around, you look back over across the side, and yeah, no, there's... Man, weird patterns in the mist. Probably doesn't matter. Who knows? Nilq is going to put one foot over this ledge and try to see if he feels fucking ground whenever he puts it down. He does not. Okay. It's definitely open air. This being a doorway makes me feel like this way, the shape that Nilq might have seen, could very well be another fucking platform. So then I will spend the favor for the possible perfect timing thing, and there's a gust of wind that just comes through this way and is hopefully gonna part the clouds, the mist a little bit, so Nilq can see, so the party can see. The mist parts just a little bit. A gust comes by at the perfect timing. Well, you don't see much more. Just that spike out there, the one that looked like the top of this bridge, right? It goes down a little bit further below, and you see, like, these parts poking out as well. Okay. Oh, then Nilq will point out, has things lower, might need go that way. Points to where he saw the spike. It's like trying to point out that, remember, that's a structure down there. I'm almost tempted to take the arm, tie it around myself,
and jump off.
Actually,
Not a bad idea.
Actually, Gladdy's gonna just like look over, because you just gave me a great idea. You're not expendable. Oh my God! Let go of arm.
Gold, I hope you know what you're doing. And I lift my foot off of the arm.
Okay. Oh, the Gladdy is gonna try to take the arm for free, as you said, and jump backwards and try to pull the fucking thing with him. Okay, you grab the arm, jump backwards. It reflexively slices at you, snatches at you, almost like the jaw of its stomach unhinges and flies at your flesh, grabbing at you and making an attack of opportunity as you leap off the bridge with its hand. Oh God, please. Hope you survive this for your sake. Shame. If only I... 9. Does 9 hit? Hit 2, and unfortunately do. 9 damage. He's still alive!
You're still good.
He's still good!
He's still good! He's pulling him with! Alright, Gladiolus, you bungee jump with the... Oh, what the fuck? Oh God, there's no slack anymore. It just... It lets its arm go. But it gets to a point, dunk, where you're pulling on it, and the creature, for some reason, it's strange, it can't unravel its body past this point. Gladiolus, you are about 80 feet downwards, and you know how mist works. The closer you are to mist, the less you see it.
and so on and so forth, because it gets denser. Well, now that you're that low, hanging beneath the bridge, swiveling back and forth, yeah, there's another bridge down there.
𝙗𝚘𝚘𝚙, with his mental link to Nilq, will share this info! And Nilq will look at the other thing like, I was right. Glad he sees another bridge pretty far down. I think he's got the arm as far as it can go.
I'm using my web magic to make a 100-foot. You said there was a bridge around 80 feet down, so I'm making 100 because I'm like 20 feet up on this thing.
He could see it 80 feet down. How far down it actually is unknown. He is currently hanging 80 feet below the bridge.
Then I'm making it 200 feet of rope and hoping that's enough.
Okay, you're just going to launch a rope down there in hopes of hitting it?
Nope, I'm bungee jumping it. The top is attached up here.
Oh, and you're just like, okay.
Yeah.
I want to get the fuck out of here at the very least.
Okay. It would basically be 2 spell casts.
Maybe cast 10 mana, so it's 2 spell casts. Okay.
Yeah. Basically, when you get to the end of the first rope, you can have a second rope.
Okay, so I can do 100 feet, then another 100 feet. Okay.
And who knows, 100 feet might be enough.
So you get 100 feet down. Pavouk, as you fall, basically, I'm assuming you just like, whoop, that little bit of spider web attaches here, and Pavouk is gone immediately. Falls down beneath the mist, gone. Pavouk, as you get down there, yeah, 200's gonna be enough to reach it. Barely. It's 190 feet down.
Okay.
Okay.
Thankfully, besides the ends, it's not super sticky rope, so just fireman pull that shit.
A rope attached right here from Spider-Man.
Oh god.
Emmyth?
I kind of had an idea. It could be really dumb,
It could be.
but it also could be really amazing.
What are you doing?
I want to try to jump onto its back.
Oh, okay, okay.
Shadow of Colossus.
Yes, I want to try to jump onto it by digging my rapier in between its shoulder blades.
Alright.
And basically, like, where are the wings exactly? Is it safe to say that the wings connect sort of at its shoulder blades right there?
Sort of. To say that this thing has any bodily structure recognizable to you is inaccurate, but yes.
I basically am trying to nullify its ability to use its wings.
Okay.
Body manip magic.
As Emmyth hears body manip magic, like a twinkle in Emmeth's eye, he looked over, realizing what has just been said, holding the sword of his uncle, knowing exactly what he must do, and he's going to leap into the air, his rapier pointed downward, coming down with both the hands holding the handle, and strike its left wing in its connector, in like the limb that basically connects it to it.
As you leap, Emmyth, you have to wrest control of the sword from the black hands that are gripping it, but
yes.
The darkness recedes as you rip your rapier out, its true master, and stab it into the wing. Give me that fucking attack roll, and I hope to God it's good.
Huzzah! Fucking boom.
12? Beats it by... Or wait, no, sorry. Meets it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it, baby!
Okay.
You stab your rapier into the connective tissue between the wing and the body. And then you realize, Emmyth, as you stab into that wing, it twitches, and you look at the other one, and a sweat beams on your brow. Those were prehensile wings. They're non-functional.
Oh.
Roll damage, you did hit it.
Alright, high damage?
They're just for decoration.
I mean, I guess it can't fly, So, like...
Technically
That's-
success?
Yeah, technically
Hey.
success.
Kind of.
You could lie
I
about it and
won.
fool people to say that you chopped swings
I
off.
am definitely saying to everybody that I disabled the wing.
And Nilq will believe you 100%.
Disabled its wings.
8 damage. Okay. Believe it or not, there's like a groan from it. Again, a sound almost like an animal's bestial groan, but it's deeper, more bassy, and it kind of reverberates throughout your whole skin.
Ooh.
I yell over to Fumi as I am now on the back of this thing, sword gouged in, and say, Fumi, you may want to either help or run, but good news, it can no longer fly.
Didn't you just say that they were dirt? Never mind.
Nilq over there has just like stars in his eyes.
Wow. Good job, Emmett.
Thank you. I am worried.
Emmyth, you see a mouth open on the back of its neck. Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. I have 2 options. Help Emmyth or run.
Do it. Do Fumi. Do a Fumi.
Fumi's just gonna zip over there and let gravity take the wheel.
Okay, very fair. Fumi,
I assume I don't fall very fast.
no, you don't actually, and this is something different that I figured I am gonna need to ask you here when you're falling. Instead of fall damage considerations, I need you to make a resilience roll to not let the wind disperse you.
Blow. Okay, yep.
Oh
That's
no.
what I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah. Oh, you are fine. You feel... it's cold. Oh, wind. Weird. Oh, nasty. But you're able to keep yourself together. So you float down.
I was going to cast a divination spell.
Oh. Yeah.
Trying not to divine for myself, but to grant someone a glimpse of what has happened to me.
Oh.
Kind of like a message spell, but it's no words, it's just an image.
Oh. Who are you targeting?
The one most likely to take fall damage. Hopefully it'll help them get down safely
Yeah.
if they know what they're to expect.
12. Excellent. Emmyth, beside the odd sensation you get that your eyeball keeps spreading apart and then reforming, what the fuck is that?
Sorry.
Yeah, you see a hazy vision of the bridge below. You see Pavouk rappel down and attach the web to the base of the bridge, and you notice yourself floating down further, and then the vision subsides, and oh god, what the fuck, you're on top of this thing again.
It has a mouth on its neck.
Yeah, it does. One of the hands that's coming out of that little circle ring on your forehead flies out of you and attaches... Oh, no, wait, it doesn't attach. It just dives into the mouth on the back of this thing's neck.
Yeah.
And the mouth closes. I am going to attempt to grapple you, Emmyth.
Have at ye.
Some part of your rapier, the counterspell, the Lambent magic, snaps the hand off. You beat it.
And I'm no longer attached to it?
Not by that end. The circle's still on your
Not by
forehead,
that
though.
end. Yeah. Fair.
And with you on its back, it's going to walk, dragging its arm and Gladiolus along with it as it attempts to get towards Nilq and Djinn.
She points at it and then looks back and forth at Nilq.
Gladio in his head just like, oh man, it can move 300 some odd pound. This is not good.
Yeah, the hand is stiff like a steel fucking cable.
This is a fun idea I had. I'm gonna, looking at it, and just step off.
Okay.
First of all, is it attacking me?
Yes.
Okay, good.
The neck splits down into another black head, which flies off, expands, grows, and turns almost into the maws of a Venus flytrap and is going to try and snatch at the hood.
My
Not the hood.
My knee.
9 damage. As the Venus flytrap rips off a shred with a cloth.
Alright. Cool. Nilq, well, it's distracted, run! I did it so Nilq wouldn't have to take an attack.
I figured.
Part of the fabric rips. But I'm just gonna try and like absorb all of my sand body back into my pocket sand dimension, and then as the cloth just kind of wrap around the thing and kind of just clasp around it.
Amazing. Okay, alright.
Nilq kind of like looks at Emmyth and just like,
Don't worry about me, Nilq. Just make sure that you get to safety. I can handle her. Some foe like this, don't worry. You see as a very big drop of sweat is dripping down the side of his face.
As Emmyth is like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. You notice like one of the heads fly from that little forehead ring and just kind of smack him in the face and grab on tightly and squeezes at his cheeks like, I'm fine.
Nilq has a dumb idea, and this string, this silk, looks sturdy enough. And he's gonna reach out his hand. Nilq is gonna try to use creation magic, his white magic, and to launch Emmyth to him by having. He's gonna try to have a pillar come out of this ground right here, and shove Emmyth towards him to where he can grab and slide down.
Try and beat its AC, because it'll try and block. If you're able to beat its AC, you can launch him.
Just roll 12. Just roll 12. Just roll 12.
No! Oh yeah, dude!
Let's go.
That's a 16. The hand grabbing around your chin snaps. Emmyth and fuck. Oh god. Oh god. You went a little bit further. The Emmyth goes sailing over your head, Nilq.
Oh no!
Oh my!
He's like reaching out, just like trying to grab him. Just like
Emmyth, you can grab onto the spider silk in passing.
Oh, better yet, I'm gonna fly past and grab onto Nilq's tail.
Yeah.
Ironically, I was about to say the tail fucking like unraveled in worry. Nilq just tenses and starts sliding down quickly because tail.
And Emmyth, Nilq, as you're going, you won't look back at it, and you see. Oh, that's weird. It's like its skin, all of its cells in hexagonal patterns separate, move out slightly further away from each other, and flip over upside down. Like its skin is flipping. Very weird. Almost in a wave across its own body, and you can no longer see it.
Oh no. Is Gladio still holding on to it?
Yes. And then the arm snaps.
Oh no.
Oh, bye,
Gladio, Nilq,
Unsummon,
Emmyth holding onto Nilq's tail, Gladio unsummons. Both of you slide down, I'm assuming, the spider silk rope. Okay.
Somebody let go of tail, uncomfortable.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He lets go.
Wraps it around his waist again, looks around. No tell, no tell.
I won't tell anyone.
He's adorable. First, Pavouk. You land, tethering a string to a bridge below. Slowly, shortly after, Fumi, you float down, quickly followed by a rag, and then slowly, panickedly, to rappel down the string.
One.
Okay. Do you think that thing can follow us? Actually, you know what? I don't want to stick around to find out. Let's find the door and get out of here.
Let's go. Move. Come on. It's time to go. Time to go.
Nilq like stumbling immensely.
Yeah, Nilq, and fucking Emmyth is gonna pick Nilq up and put him on his shoulders and just fucking go for it.
Nilq is
So here,
still
we're just gonna
bleeding.
We're gonna just be on the same tile for right now.
Emmyth, that circle on your head, it spins inwards, pops, and is gone.
Oh, thank goodness.
Thank God.
This was starting to make my beautiful face immensely uglier.
As you continue, you see bridge after bridge after bridge, all in the distance, surrounding you in the horizon. There's 10, 20, 30. Oh god, there's so many of them.
We need so many bridges.
Neil kind of like looks between the ways. No, how? No weakness. Maybe no wait. Go.
How fast do we want to get out of here?
Kind of like looks around. His ears not being the best at being aware, probably hears like all the clanging and all that stuff even more, so it just makes him even more on edge. Just quit.
As fast as possible?
Nod.
Emmyth,
yes.
Pavouk. Yeah, cool. Alright. And I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use divination a lot because I've realized how versatile this shit is.
Very.
Like I can't see the future really, or anything, but like, just trying to find shit. It's useful.
Very.
I want to know, like, I want to try to look for a landmark that is not necessarily the door, but close to the door.
Okay.
Like a specific crack, a specific wall broken, a specific like pattern to the arches above if there's a broken one.
Okay.
Something that would, if I saw it again, it would stand out.
Okay. That is an insane fucking roll. Okay.
For 5 mana out of that.
Let me
Wow.
look at the door real quick. Fumi, what you see, a flash of an image. It's bridges. Again, more of them, but they're more tightly packed than what you see here. And your eyes struggle to focus on anything. It's bridges. They're all nondescript, but then you see it. There's 2 vertical pillars of some sort. They strike out as completely different to you.
Good enough for me.
Not to mention, Fumi, you get one more thing, and I'm going to give this to you just because of that insane roll. The entire vision has a very soft tint of blue.
Blue as compared to purple.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. I know what we're looking for. Fumi. Little wispy tendril hands with fingers that are too long. Alright. We're looking for 2 pillars. Really tall. Like vertical straight up. We'll stand up like a sore thumb. Bridges, tightly packed, and blue. As compared, you know this is purple. This is purple, this is not blue. But we're looking for blue.
Which way?
Doesn't give us.
I don't know which way. No, I was looking for what to look for. We gotta explore on our own. The universe isn't just gonna give me a direction. That's not how this shit works. I can't see the future.
Let's just pick a direction and start.
I'm sorry, I love this little fucking gremlin.
I love
I do
Fumi so
too.
much. That's interesting. So there's the sound of metal, right? The creaking of the bridges as they all bend. Everything here has this semblance of like fluidity to it, almost like the metal itself is flowing. But you hear another sound, a flutter, kind of like a cloth or a wing, as you see something breach the mist very slowly. It's almost like it kind of looks like a bird, actually. Single eye, just kind of coasting lower beneath the bridge. It's got a tube-like body where the mist goes in and out of it. gliding along, and then momentarily it's gone again, in between the clouds. You still hear that slight flutter of wings. Oh, damage to Nilq makes me sad.
And look, quickly, let us move quickly and quietly.
Hold on tight, Nilq.
We'll throw his hand out and just big. He's gonna go this way.
Okay.
This is such a big map.
This is so cool. It looks like the bridges are intersecting.
Yeah, it's
And
interesting.
It's so cool.
Even the ones, like, you see some here, but, like, further beneath the mist, where further down you see more bridges. Further up, even, almost like you look back up and above the one you saw earlier, there's more bridges.
Nilq tugs on Emmyth's shirt and points to the left, seeing just barely in the vision a shiny silver thingy.
You hear something coast over the bridge.
Do we see it?
Yeah, you look over, you see another one of those bird-like creatures.
Ooh, a
I see
bird!
the technique. Fumi, look, over there. There appears to be some sort of a container. However, I doubt any of us can reach it.
What are you? Oh, I see.
Loot goblin spots loot.
Ah,
I would not suggest it while these birds are flying around.
I'm quiet. They'll give me a view over there
None
anyway.
else will be able to help you if you get into trouble.
Well, that's my own problem.
But I holds out bow. But.
Team.
Okay. I'll dash my way over there, if I can.
You can. I want before you go, I'm gonna tell you a little tidbit of information that you would know as Fumi. The wind has picked up a little bit, just a little bit, but it's gonna be harder to keep yourself. What direction is it moving?
Yeah.
I don't see any reason to make you roll. You're a cloud. You'd be able to feel it.
Yeah.
Northeast.
Okay. This is gonna be really convoluted and stupid, but I'm gonna go back this way.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, I
I
was
see what
gonna-
you're doing.
Yeah.
Flip it around so I can go with the wind.
Very smart. Okay.
I'm gonna zip past the man.
What are you doing, you small one?
Loot.
Do you need a wind block? Girl,
No, I'm going with the wind.
very well. Have a safe trip.
Will you like stay here and just watch just in case?
The loot goblin's good.
Loot goblin makes me so happy. Okay, so you're gonna fly at the chest, yeah?
Yes.
Because of your use of the wind's direction, you're not gonna have any trouble with scattering. So, I'm good with you getting there. However, as you get there, mist is weird like this. Oh no! It clears a little bit. As in, you've got better sightlines, and you can see very slightly above this tower are three forms circling it.
Oh
no!
Grab the loot and run. Grab the loot and run.
Do you want to grab the loot before we start initiative or after?
Before. It might be useful.
Yeah, the birds, they don't move until you touch the chest. What you've got here, it's interesting. I think this is the... Yeah. A little, like, interface pops out, and you see, like, two buttons appear, and then a robotic voice talks over the interface. Hello, you have found an optional chest. Choose wand or armor. This is Ludda. Hello, good luck and have fun.
Wand or armor?
Yeah. Wand or armor.
Are there any images of like what the wand or what the armor looks like?
They're shitty 2D like icons. Seems like a
What color is the
crapshoot.
armor?
What color is the armor? Blue.
We already
But it
have a
could be
wand.
a really good wand.
Like,
What does the wand look like? The armor is blue.
Okay,
but
okay,
what
so the
color is-
armor is blue and kind of almost like transparent.
okay.
And the wand is, it seems like a perfectly straight rod that splits into 5 rods at the end.
That could be a wand of like magic missile or something, or a wand of like spell splitting. I'm gonna go armor.
You are going to go armor. Okay. You press the armor button and immediately the platform slowly raises up a, well, it looks like armor. It's more like a circlet with a flowing cool mist coming off of it. You found the Shroud of Mist. This is a 8+ dex armor, which gives advantage on stealth checks in dim light.
I chose wisely.
And then immediately the eyes of all of the birds flash red, and we're gonna do a little bit of a fight.
Put it on.
Yeah, you can put it on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Do I have
go.
advantage on stealth?
In dim lighting,
dim light.
yes.
We're not going to be able to do shit to help her.
Yeah, I can't really help you. My range is 60 feet.
Well,
Well-
fun fact.
Yeah.
I have great fucking decks. Oh no! Oh no!
I'm gonna.
You know how I said I had great.
In which case,
I like this music.
Oh yeah, I wrote this song, by the way.
What?
This is my song, yeah.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
This is cool.
I couldn't find a song to fit this, and I was like, wait a minute, I have one.
Wait a minute. I can do this.
Wait a minute, I did this.
Okay, so Emmyth is going to lightly put Nilq down on the ground, just for a second, young one, and is going to hop onto the ledge, pull out the rapier, point, and I'll improvise as the blade of the rapier blasts out in an attempt to hit that flying thing.
Wizard power time?
Wizard power time, indeed.
Tally, random question. Is the Shroud of Mist actually made of water?
Yes.
Okay. Hell yeah.
This is a very Fumi item. I'm realizing now. Is that to hit the thing here?
Yeah.
Yeah, the tip of the rapier just goes soaring past the creature as it tips its wings sideways to avoid it.
Ah. Well, that's what didn't go exactly as planned.
You can resummon that, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It will fly back to me, so thankfully.
Oh, dear Lord, I was worried for a moment, because, like, there's nothing for that to chunk into.
A couple seconds passed as boom, as it reconnects to the sword. Emmyth does a huh. Well, I'll just have to try again.
So badass even when he misses.
Emmyth, you would feel like Nilq's hand is on your back, just a little bit warmer. Not uncomfortably so, but it's like a part of you feels doubled.
Oh?
Yeah. And then that feeling just, as quickly as it came, is gone.
Huh. Okay.
Alright, Fumi. Back. These bird-like creatures, they make a sound like that, like a gulping, choking sound as they inhale the very mist itself, letting it basically fly through their bodies as they coast around in circles. This one here, essentially a sonic erupting blast of some sort of force, comes out of its body as it expels that mist back at you. I'm gonna cast a spell. and it's going to basically attempt to disperse your body, slamming that wind into you.
Okay.
Alright,
Wait,
that
is
is a
there-
7 to hit, which I don't believe
doesn't
hits
hit.
anymore. Yeah,
Doesn't hit anymore.
the Mist Shroud
That was my AC.
blocks it. And it continues to circle, getting a little bit lower. The next one in the line also continues to circle, getting a little bit lower. But when this one gets on the same, like, vertical level as you, that's weird. Its eye starts to suck in red from all over its body. Little, like, holes open up on the front end of it. It almost looks like light. Wait a minute, no, that's not light. That's blood.
Ew.
And a laser beam is going to come firing directly at you out of its eye. And you notice that, yeah, whatever the fuck it just did, that almost seemed to hurt it. And as the beam rips into you, you take 5 damage. That's its turn. Gladiolus.
There's not much the big boy can do. And I do not believe he could jump that, not even with the wind behind him. I'm mainly just trying to figure out, like, if it's crazy idea to even try to fucking, like, leap at it.
Well, do you want to make a judgment call as to whether or not there's a platform beneath you?
Yes!
Okay, I'll give you
Yeah.
an awareness roll followed by a luck roll.
Okay, well, luck is a 10, but
You
awareness...
don't see a bridge, but you're feeling good about it?
Yeah, and if it goes poorly, he could just unsummon. He wants to take a step back, and he wants to fucking run and leap at the closest one. See if he can't fucking get it with his tail.
Whew, that seems like a dex roll to me, yeah.
No, he fucking twips.
Oh no, buddy, you trip and fall. God, what was that? That tripping curse affected on you? Oh no. You miss. Oh god, you catch your foot on something that you didn't see. A little tiny cut appears in the leg as, you fall and you land directly on top of something else that you didn't see below in the mist.
Oh no.
You are now 40 feet lower and kind of just hanging on with your claws on this very slippery, very metallic support structure of a bridge. Alright, good shot, Gladdy.
He tried. He failed, but he felt lucky.
They're still out of my bow's effective range.
I have a really stupid idea that might help you next turn, Wesley. What if I were to use creation magic to create a ballista for you?
Would that work?
Maybe.
Fumi, these things, basically, it's going to dive down towards you. Its claws outstretched, its body expanding like a tube as it sucks up the mist into its body and exhales it. Wait a minute. That's not like... That's something's weird about that. Can I get an awareness roll right here?
For me?
Oh.
Yeah, from you.
For me?
From you.
Do you really want...
Yeah, Fumi. That seems to be the way that it... Oh. That makes sense. It's kind of like the concept of a fish. The motion of the air past the gills allows it to breathe. This thing's the same way, but with mist going through its body. Its claws outstretched, its body opens. It's going to pass right through you and try and suck you up.
Guys, let's put it in my sand dimension so it suffocates.
It's gonna try and eat Fumi like air.
Okay, you're gonna eat me?
I'm gonna eat you.
Oh no.
I was even gonna say, Fumi should try to engulf it around it so it chokes on smoke.
Become a bigger thing!
Reactive.
Think of it like a cat getting really big to intimidate people.
Yes!
I electrify subconsciously to try to scare people.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
No matter.
Okay, basically, it is going to go through. Let me roll resilience to see if it, Here, I'm just gonna do this real quickly. Yeah, no. it goes right through you, coughs up some fucking smoke, and takes goddamn critical lung cancer as it passes by.
Oh, we didn't even.
We just gave a robot lung cancer, guys.
It's not a
Mission
robot.
success.
This is a living creature.
So
Oh, okay.
basically, we won.
You just gave it lung cancer, though.
Nilq thinks for a moment, just like, you this, and he's gonna throw his hand out, try to use white magic to create a fucking ballista for Djinn to use that should be able to hit these things.
Fucking ballista time.
And it's like, use this.
I can work with this. And also, what I was trying to do, and I still love this idea, is the arrow has wind magic in it, so, like, when it hits, then wind will send it towards us.
Oh, okay, that's fucking cool. So this arrow will launch out, kind of like curve around, and wind magic chunk and pull it towards you guys like a goddamn claw if this hits.
And boop.
My god!
Teamwork makes the dream work.
In case I didn't have to say it, this guy gets launched towards you guys.
Okay.
As it like flies towards us, Djinn just like looks up from the aim, waves like his entire arm. Hi.
You have to like that sort of like jump thing, and then quickly grab back onto it.
Oh, I got it. So the arrow flies out, right? It comes back, it goes right through the hole in its, like, wind gills and flies this way, pulling it back!
Oh my
That's what you get for a
God.
goddamn 22 accuracy roll, holy shit!
That's so beautiful.
Fumi!
I have been pondering this. This bird that tried to swallow me
Yeah.
is like still on like a similar height, right?
It did not go up.
I would like to grab it.
Oh. Yeah?
My little smoke tendril arms are going to come out, and then I'm going to dash as far as I can with the bird, and I'm going to prep the gust ring. If it tries to struggle, I'm going to throw it forward ahead of me and use the ring to push it as far as I can towards my party. I'm just wondering how far you're going to let me get.
Well, first I want to know, you're going that way?
Yep, towards
First
them.
you gotta win the grapple check to grab it.
Okay, Dex or Strength?
Yep. Yeah, you win. Fumi grabs the bird.
Bitch. I'm going to go 45.
Yeah, I'll let you get your full movement, and then you want to gust ring it?
I wanna prepare the gust ring for if it tries to struggle.
Okay, cool.
And if it tries to get away, I'm going to blow it even farther, so that maybe Emmyth can hit it.
Well, you can definitely get 45 feet with it. It is still choking. Little gremlin grabs a bird and runs away with it in their mouth.
Hey guys! You got it!
Got a bird!
Oh my god.
Shoot it!
That's so cool.
Look, guys, I got a bird with cancer.
I gave it cancer. I gave it cancer.
Does this go out or is this vertical?
Yeah, that goes out.
Okay. I want to stick one of this guy's wings straight to his body, so he just kind of tailspin spirals to his doom. Well.
Oh, god damn! And max damage?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm just sticking its wing to its thing. I'm not actually doing damage. It's just a straight restraint to one of its wings.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, you're not doing damage, of course, but
The ground will, though.
hold on a moment. So you web it, right? It gets wrapped up, like, like a fucking bola. The webs wrap around it, bending its wings towards its body. As it falls down, it struggles. It tries to snap free from the web, and then chunk! A metal spike erupting from beneath the gosh darn mists skewers it.
It's trying to escape from lung cancer.
Coming for ya.
You get cancer.
I need a cancer affinity now.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I kind of want to draw like Smoker
It's a
Fumi.
curse affinity.
Oh my god, you can curse people with cancer!
People with the cancer!
Oh my god.
I
Yes!
have to do this.
As Nilq is piggyback riding on his back, he is going to turn his head over to Nilq and say, Nilq, which one? Right or left?
We have that one. And white one's suffering. Right.
Baby.
Very well. Emmyth, looking over, pointing, says, as the young one commands! And blasts the sword blade.
The sword skewers it. Double skewered. Wrapped up. Doesn't have cancer yet, but certainly would soon enough. Very dead.
You launch the blade of your sword out again, and Nilq's piggybacking. That's weird. The warmth is there again, and the weird doubling sensation, and it's stronger this time, and then you just feel it disappear yet again, and that's weird. Nilq's still warm, but comfortably so.
Emmyth is going to feel this, notice it, and then just sort of shrug it off as being that we're in a very weird place, and that it is likely just caused by the magical affinity of this place.
Yeah.
You see as, like, the blade goes through, skewers this guy, and he's, like, falling, but then in that instance, the blade comes back through it again as it comes back into the blade of the sword.
I thought you were
Overkill.
gonna say shish kebabs it so you have it stabbed on your sword.
You watch as the triple skewer must have snapped some sort of tendon, and it just slides all the way down this fucking spike mouth first. Leaving a goddamn
brilliant.
bloody smear.
Cool.
Good, good. Shall I move to a more advantageous position? With pleasure. He's going to hop down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, cool.
Nice.
Meanwhile, all Nilq is doing is just like muttering, so cool.
I love Nilq! Ah! A little adorable backpack child! God, they're good. This is the one over here by Gladiolus. It doesn't really care about Fumi now that they're gone, but Gladiolus, it does certainly see you.
Bring it, no balls.
I'm gonna roll an intelligence check of this thing to see if it knows that that's a bad idea. 7? What do you think?
Yeah?
Probably a bad idea. Okay, it's gonna leave the giant lion dead. And it is going to fly here. Whoop. And at this point, I can now reveal what it's doing since you've killed one of these. The blood around its eye that's kind of dripping out gashes form as it basically lacerates itself with its own wind magic, drawing a little bit of blood and using blood magic, which allows me to use its own health as mana.
What?
Makes sense.
So cool!
That blood is going to coalesce into a laser beam and shoot Backpack Dad, who's carrying Backpack Boy.
No, my friend!
You bastard.
You shot Backpack Dad.
Is it possible for me to use my gust ring now to try to
intercept it instead of the little guy. Oh my god!
Do it. You cannot let Backpack Dad get hit.
Don't
There's
let
no way.
Backpack Dad get hit! Yeah, of course, Cat, that's doable.
Let's see. Okay.
Okay, to beat, you have to beat a 13, I'll tell you that. Oh, you rolled pretty well, too!
Yes!
Is that max?
That is near max.
That's near max.
Okay, Fumi, that gust ring flaring from before. The other one gets launched, intercepting the blood laser beam and saving Backpack Dad. This one takes the hit instead, taking 6 damage. This thing blinks, and if it could say fucking sorry, it would.
Nilq, what's in? Yeah, that sounds so really cool.
That one's dead.
That one's dead. Gladiolas.
Let's see, Gladdy.
Gladdy, yeah. Who's crawl. It's hard to hold on.
Yeah, demanifest and wait.
Fair. This one, after getting launched and laser beamed, because these are animals, is gonna dive at the other one to make a claw attack. They have very low intelligence.
Hell yeah!
Enemy.
Yeah, we'll see if it
He
makes
hit
it.
me! He hit me, Mom!
It has no self-perseverance. It misses, by the way.
I'm gonna, using this bow still, pat. And then I'm gonna go for this one in an attempt to bring it over here.
Fucking ballista time, baby! Harpoon of wind, this fucker here! There's like a soft bird wind wheeze. Oh, wait a minute. No, it's a screech. It's so high pitched that it doesn't register on your ears.
And it has the cancer!
Oh yeah, this one has cancer!
Nilq wants to grab. He wants to try to grab it and shove it into Djinn.
Oh my god. A little bit of that lambent magical energy from the harpoon bag causes it to swirl just out of your grasp, Nilq. But it's right there!
He reaches in and like you said, the little bit of lambent wind magic, and he just like wind barrier, just
It's bleeding around the eyeball, and what's that? Why is it choking on a cigarette? Anyway, Fumi, I guess!
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm just gonna actually fly behind this one. I'm gonna do what I wanted to do earlier. This cloak gives off a little bit of water, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, and like the wind is going still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use my wizard power to turn myself into a tiny hurricane.
Oh.
And I'm going to try to use the wind because I'm gonna like try to create a hurricane, so I go in a circle, right? I'm gonna try to fling it that way.
That way?
Fling it that way.
Okay. Yeah, most certainly.
I'm aiming for the ballista. That's difficult.
You're aiming for the ballista. I'll get you... I'll be generous. I'll get you 35 feet there.
Oh, this is my turn.
Sweet, you hurricane of cancer it over towards the ballista.
Oh yeah, I'm still made of cancer. Can it take cancer damage?
It'll take 1 point of cancer damage, sure.
I gave it the cancer. I have to take a cancer affinity now.
you have
take
to.
a cancer
Yeah.
affinity.
I wanted to use charm and nature magic to befriend them.
Oh my god. Okay, roll with disadvantage because you've damaged them.
That's true. It's a little late. Oh,
It's a little late.
Hey, maybe we'll find other ones.
Yeah.
Save it for them.
well, this one's going to suffer the same fate as the other one.
Oh man. It plummets and ka-chunk right in the same goddamn spike. Gored on the same spot, it pushes its like other friend's corpse even further down.
Some of you may remember, but Emmyth still has a saber sword from the previous floor. Emmyth sheathes the rapier, pulls out the saber sword and slices at this little fucker right here.
Tis a
Yeah,
strength
there's
weapon.
strength weapons.
It's a strength weapon?
Yeah.
Oh. I thought it was also going to be a dex weapon.
Tis not.
You know what?
But it's still really cool.
Go
if you
for
do
it,
it.
man. It's
Let's
cool.
just do it anyways. Let's just do it anyways.
You still
Let's
hit?
fucking
You
go.
still hit? You still hit? Emmyth clearly doesn't know what he's doing with a lightsaber, but he still cuts the goddamn head off. And the other one's impaled, and I really don't think it's getting out.
Yeah.
It's probably gonna die.
Well, it's got 2 health left. We'll end it on that.
Yeah, it'll bleed to death.
Oh, here, I got it. I'll just shoot the lightsaber at it.
Yes.
Comment over. Fumi got a coat.
Fumi got a coat. 𝙗 got a fucking.
Yeah, I got a bat
creature.
thing.
Wait, 𝙗, wait. Nilq looks to see if it has anything on it.
You find a very nice black feather.
Look between the two, holding it up to like compare at 𝙗 and then at Emmyth and then 𝙗 and then Emmyth and then like has this look of he doesn't know what he's gonna do and just like and like that's a sash on Emmyth, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nilq is going to attempt to attach it to the sash.
Oh.
Okay.
𝙗 picks up the corpse, puts it into his body. A bit of blood gets on the sand, but like as it shifts a bit, the sand that has blood on it just slowly goes into his chest, and then when it like curls back out, there is no blood to be seen.
That is so amazing. Tali, is there a specific thing we should call this black feather?
Just a black feather for now. You can say feather of a mist skimmer if you want. Skimmer, sorry. Mist
Black
skimmer.
feather.
Fumi, are you just kind of floating out in the abyss over there?
I'm floating out in the abyss.
Okay. Wind's kind of harsh.
Oh, can I just gently float towards?
Yeah, you just start floating towards the ballista.
Are you gonna loot the corpses?
Ooh, you could. You could.
Do
Okay.
you want me to loot the corpses?
If you want.
Cool feather.
2D100.
2D100?
2.
Yeah, because there's 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
An 8 and a 32.
32.
You also find a very nice mist skimmer feather.
Feather.
can I eat the feather?
I mean, I guess. Yeah, roll resilience.
If Nilq gave me the feather, that's also what I was going to do, so...
Oh my good lord, you gremlins. Okay.
I
Yeah,
love them.
Fumi, you jump down on the feather and there is a... How do I put it? There's some lambent magical properties to this. Restore 1 mana, but
Yes!
something about that field felt wrong.
That's good to know.
I'm at half mana.
Probably use that for like a cool accent to a wand.
𝙗.
Hi.
As Nilq puts the feather on Emmyth's sash, he says, "Oh, why thank you, young one. I shall wear this with the noblest pride that 𝙤𝚘𝚘𝚗 can give me."
𝙗. Look at my cloak.
Ooh, it's blue.
It's water.
He does like little claps.
Throw his hand out again and put Gladio right there.
Well, Nilq, shall I put you back onto the back of Gladiolus?
Gladio gonna check that way. And points like the way that we haven't gone.
Ah, very well. Continue to hold on tightly.
Mm-hmm. Take good care of him.
Ah, but with pleasure, my friend. Doink.
Gladdy. Do you want me to follow you for a second, Gladdy?
Yeah.
Okay. I will...
Glad time.
Gladdy time.
Gladdy gets down here and does that little get back and then takes a running leap. Luckily, this one is smaller gap, so you know what? Maybe he'll make it.
Oh, he makes it. I'll flat out tell you, you can make it. Our
I
bridge
think
is
if he
this way.
just stretches his body across, he'll
He could, but kind of comes over here, looks around. More platform.
Mist gets thicker.
if there's a
What's that, Tali?
I said the mist is thicker in this direction. You can vaguely see structures peeking out of it.
He will communicate this telepathically and just
Yeah, everyone else. And you guys continue walking along the creaking metal bridge.
What's the light like here?
What's the light like? Oh, definitely dim.
I would like to stealth.
Okay. Give me that dex roll at advantage, dude.
Cool.
Okay.
oh,
You blend
less
into the
nice.
mist with a 7-rank stealth.
yeah, I feel like this fits. Where did Fumi go?
Hey,
He has
you know
a
what?
neg 1 awareness.
I have if I remember correctly, I have 2 awareness, so I'm slightly more aware.
Glad you say things, and he kind of like points over yonder direction. That way? Can't traverse, heavy mist, hard sea.
Oh, well. Good to know. Yes, it seems that the mist gets heavier. Well,
Djinn looks down. Djinn takes a step.
I love him!
Drips and falls.
Fumi's gonna pop up and just like,
Oh,
Djinn plops in a pile of sand that simply reforms.
Nilq just, oh,
boo.
good one.
Fumi walks off the edge.
Fumi, you drift this way a little bit on the way down. The northeast wind still pushes you a little bit.
Nilq will try to use his white magic to create a slide for
Aww,
for the normal people.
for those normies. I will say,
Yeah.
Pavouk, if you want to be unnormy, there is a support beam going directly through the bottom of this bridge to the other one. Yeah.
Hell yeah. And woo! we accidentally slide into Pavouk.
Right at Pavouk, like, gets down there, just slide into.
Well, it's just like the playground. There's a fucking spider on the slide.
I love that.
Thanks.
Gladio tries to go down the fucking slide, but because he's so big, he probably like it's like partially, and then we just hear a crash behind us. As he's just like down there, just stands back up, trots over, uses tail to pick up both the small peoples.
Oh my goodness.
Getting out of way, getting out of way.
Takes a step back, looks back over, takes another step back, run and jump. And then carefully with the tail pulls them back down.
And Fumi, as you're like near the edge, kind of looking off into the mists, you see all those bridges across, and you think about that vision you had earlier. The color blue. The color blue. You look around you, you kind of spin around looking at the sky. Gray, gray, darkness, gray everywhere, but on one end it's a gradient. In your eyes, maybe not deceiving, or not perceiving properly, maybe, but in this direction, it's darker. And in this direction, it's lighter, and when the mist plays off the bridges, it's a slight faint blue color, glowing on the horizon.
Guys, Okay.
Fumi's going to like form their little tendril hand and point.
That way. Blue.
Blue.
Which way?
Blue.
Oh,
But how are we supposed to get over that direction?
down or up. Boom.
And Fumi's just gonna. This is a door, right?
Yeah?
Yes. Dude.
Fumi's gonna turn around. 2-finger salute and fall back.
I'm terribly fine. The Djinn's gonna jump too.
Roll fall damage. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, of course.
Bitch, you just told me about that wind
Oh,
magic
yeah,
shit.
no, I very much did. Fumi, you're buffeted by a little bit of wind and you land down on another bridge. Now, as you fall down, more and more bridges surround around you. Who wants to have the honors of a very important role?
Fumi!
I have horrible
Yeah,
luck.
do it.
Yes.
You want-
Very important role.
Very
Take
important
it.
role.
Very important role. Okay. All right. Let me do it.
I want you to roll me 2d6.
Ka-chung.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Believe it or not,
That could be really good or really bad.
that's probably really good.
Hell yeah!
As you wander the mists, jumping from bridge to bridge, scanning the horizons for that blue, looking for those pillars, Fumi, seeing birds around, and coming across bridge after bridge after bridge after bridge of the same thing, all of them start blurring together. And it takes you 3 days before you find anything else.
Oh,
I see.
that.
Let's consider magical food and wellness for a second.
Okay.
This is a hostile area.
Mhm.
There are constantly birds scanning the horizons. Not always looking for you, but sometimes you do get attacked along the way, having to hide under the eaves of the bridges as they enclose towards each other.
Using creation magic to create a sort of hut or a box that everyone but Gladio could like hide in, that meshes perfectly with like how the floor looks of where we're at.
Ooh.
I was thinking web cocoon.
Ooh.
Web cocoon is good as well.
We could make the walls out of creation magic and have a web floor.
Yeah, and
Bouncy hammock.
yeah. And then I was gonna say for food, I know Relim made this comment way back whenever I visited him as Levy, but you can create food. It's just flavorless as hell.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can create food. It's just gonna be pretty bad,
Flavorless
and
as
your
hell.
moods might be a little low at this point.
Yeah.
Which is-
Nature magic, I can grow spices.
Grow spices from the staff to put on the food that he makes.
Bad. Not bad.
Does anyone have
Better.
fire magic for creating a little campfire to keep you guys warm?
Oh, I have an idea for this. If the room is big enough, I mean, I do have a giant fluffy fucking lion, wolf, scorpion guy.
That's a good idea.
Okay, so this might be a little weird, but if we don't have any other ideas, someone could wear me.
Very fair.
I am a cloth.
You are a...
That's adorable. Wait, Fumi, can't
Uh.
Fumi hide inside of you for a little bit if the wind gets too bad?
I'll be completely honest. I think Fumi's the only person who could survive inside of my dimension for an indefinite amount of time.
I'm gonna bring you guys over here. I'm gonna make a makeshift, like, little hut for you guys to be huddled in for a moment.
What if because like we don't necessarily like say if you had that pile of wood, right? It's not like you need some sort of other form of magic to even ignite it. Could you just use a lightsaber sword to ignite it?
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Right?
Here's a question I just want to pose. I am
made of smoke. Smoke is made from hot things. Warmth. Am I perpetually warm?
Racial lore, yes or no, up to you.
What if your temperature, your internal temperature that you can like people could feel from you, is tied to your emotions?
Ooh.
Oh.
Warmer if you're in a good mood or angry, cold if you're sad and all that stuff.
Oh, that's cute.
As long as you keep Fumi happy, Fumi can keep Djinn warm. Because Fumi can be inside of Djinn.
That's good. That's really
And then whoever is wearing me would feel warm.
Precisely!
That's so cute. Okay, I want to set the mood real quick.
Gives off body heat.
I want to set the mood real quick. You all thought it would have been quick. That you would have been done with this floor and moved on just like that, but bridges after bridges after goddamn bridges, the same bridge over and over and over again. You all sit huddled inside of a makeshift dugout inside of a bridge that merged inside of another bridge. A place where you can keep yourselves warm, feed yourselves, and hide from the occasional flybys of the mist skimmers. Not any of you are really feeling the better for wear. Been in here far too long for that. But the sky is getting bluer. You feel like you're heading in the right direction still.
This day, Neil kind of like looks at everyone again and just like, may still think bad idea eat fly bird thing?
I don't think eating the birds is a bad idea.
Well, I'm more concerned about the mist that they were consuming more than I am about the birds themselves.
Well, I mean, it's the same mist that you guys are all breathing.
We've been surrounded by it for the last 3 days.
There's probably still some in here. Kind of waves his hand.
You do have quite a good point. Well, I guess we could try it.
That's okay.
No. Here, perhaps Gladiolus can check it for us.
Gladiolus is gonna fucking die.
But Glady no need eat. He can eat my body at.
Oh, I see.
This not his body. This just projection.
Oh, I see. So, this is not Gladiolus's actual physical form, but more of just a projection of his form, if you will.
Glady say as I get stronger, I can allow more of his power through. Stronger my magic, the stronger our connection, and everything. Meanwhile, like, Gladiolus is fucking asleep at this point. He's been probably, like, on the hyper watch, so he's exhausted himself immensely.
What say the rest of you? The days are certainly getting longer, but as well as I feel as though we might almost be at the end of this floor. But God knows how many more bridges there actually are.
I'm most certainly hope we're near the end of this floor.
Neil kind of like chuckles at the God only knows and just goes, me think, but I do know.
Yes, I do think that I would know.
Whose turn is it for? Whose turn is it for a wash while the rest of us get some shut-eye?
I don't fucking sleep.
Do I need to sleep? I don't think
Do
I
you
need
need to sleep? Recharge your magical energy or no? Character backstory. Choose it now.
I must trance. I'm like elves in D&D. I got to trance. I just sit there, eyes open, staring into space.
I
feel like both of you need to restore your magical energies somehow, so sleep of some sort.
That makes sense.
I'm a trance.
Trance is cute. Cool.
I know exactly why too.
Oh.
and it's really sad.
Oh.
Oh. Sleep.
Gladio, Emmyth, Djinn, and we have already had their turns. It's my turn this time.
Okay.
Get some sleep, Nilq. You too. You three too.
Nilq immediately just into the floof as much as he can.
My character's still a little bit shaken about the big thing. I'm gonna lay a bunch of very fine, thin spiderweb over the 10 foot in front of us.
Very
as like
fair.
a bunch of trip wires.
Are they sticky?
No, they're just there so that if something invisible tries to sneak up on us, they'll hopefully.
When you awaken, none of the tripwires are tripped. You'll wake up still here, still on floor 3.
Nilq obviously it looks a little bit happier than he was last night because he got to sleep in the floof.
The floof. Did these two nerds of like sand and smoke just stand in the middle of the room and stare into the distance?
No. Fumi is completely horizontal.
Oh.
Like, very, very thin, like, flat Fumi.
Oh.
I was thinking that what I look like is basically I take all of the sand into myself, so I just kind of look like a cloth that someone left on the ground.
That's awesome.
Emmyth, did you just like fall asleep up against this little like support beam?
Yeah, basically.
Anything?
Just kind of leaned in the corner.
Yeah. Fumi. Can I get an awareness roll?
You sure bet you can.
You can give me that.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah. You spotted
Ooh, double crit on
immediately.
the D4s.
Cause dear fucking lord, you've been looking for this goddamn thing for 3 fucking days straight.
I swear to motherfucking god, if that's not it, I'm gonna fucking scream.
It's a different color poking out above the mist. You all make the trek down a little bit towards what looks to be a pillar.
This thing?
Right there?
Oh, it's
Look what you're
blue-ish, kinda.
Is this what you saw in your vision for me?
He's motherfucking blue. Let's go.
Language.
Fuck you.
You said you saw 2, correct?
Yes, there should be another one.
Yeah, that's the pillar, the only different thing you've seen thus far.
Quite strange. It is almost as though it's signifying something. But as for what, I'm not quite sure.
Temple? Temple Ludda? Broken, but still.
Still good.
Hopefully it signifies the gate door out of this book. Because I have had enough fucking things.
I'm hoping that it's some sort of landmark that would allow us to know that we are near the exit. As for a ritualistic-based temple, I'm not
That
quite
might
sure.
be the exit right there.
Oh? Oh!
But it
That's
does
a
not
door!
seem activated.
Undoubtedly. All of these doors that you've seen thus far have been glowing, thrumming, white. This one's black. Dead.
Well, at least there was the second.
Hope no half ill big bad thing.
I'm sure it will be fine, Nilq. We just must keep on our toes.
Yeah, there's just a fine lining of dust around the door.
Why is the other pillar over there?
I'm gonna touch the pillar.
Fumi, when you saw it, was it all together?
Were they close together? Were they not close together?
You just remembered 2 pillars. Their distance wasn't clear because of divination
enough.
bullshit.
Gladiolus, pick up the pillar.
Ironically.
It's not a bad idea.
He's checking to see if it's like attached to the floor first or anything, to see if he could theoretically move it closer, because
It is?
on it.
It is attached to the floor. You would have to
It
rip
is
it
attached
out.
to the floor. Then Gladio will kind of like look back, and Nilq will be like, he says it's attached. Excuse me. Nilq is going to try and study this pillar as best he can and replicate it on the other side of the door with creation.
Okay. Easy enough. It's ironic, Nilq. You think this is because of you. But anyone else paying a lick of attention
So not Djinn.
would notice that it's not. There's a moment where the door, pling, the light goes on for just a second. And then you hear pling, pling a few more times. Not the sound of the door going on, no. The sound of something grabbing the side of the door. Climbing over from the back and stepping down behind you, Nilq.
This son of a bitch.
No. No.
Back.
Right there. But everyone else you saw for a moment as the skin flips over around and it reveals itself, hands holding around over Nilq as if it's about to grab at you. There's a moment where the door lit up. You don't necessarily know why, but it was on for a split second.
I have a horrible idea. I feel like it's because it touched it, alright?
Well, maybe that it was nearby it.
Yeah. So, Nilq, in a panic, feeling like these hands starting to, like, get on him and all that stuff, quickly summons, and Dad is gonna tail to try to slam it into the door.
You want to try and slam it into the door. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But if I may say something as well, a possible thing if it works, but it doesn't work, as in, yeah, it's him touching the door, but no, we can't keep him there for long enough. If anyone has any favor, I mean, he did disconnect one of his hands the first time.
Oh, you're right.
Now, Emmyth, there's something I forgot to explain about this. Because I'm tired and I totally forgot it. But you're close enough to feel this. Gladiolus, I don't believe you'd actually feel it. But when you're near this creature, this horrendous creature, that sensation of the hair standing up at the back of your arms and neck, Nilq, you felt it too. You assumed it was fear. Anyone in their right mind in this situation would assume it was fear. Not so. As Gladiolus shoves it very slightly towards the door, Nilq, you see it. There is a static shock between the gold rings on its neck and the door.
I was just... But I knew it! I knew that gold ring was signifying some fucking bitch ass, god damn it.
Which ignites it just for a split second until it's able to regain control, root itself, and stomp back down.
Nilq, unable to find his words, is like pointing around his neck at the creature, then the door. His neck, the creature, then the door.
Emmyth is gonna try some whack shit once you're done. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, Emmyth, wonderful. Try your whack shit at me, because I was about to do a thing with it. As its body splits into two and an identical version of itself bends over backwards without the mask on it, but with a face, and tries to bite Emmyth.
Emmyth was going to try too, since I can clearly see in the little pixel art there is a space between its legs.
There is.
It will be very risky, but
Oh, God.
Emmyth is going to try to slip past the space underneath its legs, slip underneath it, grab the ring around its neck and try to pull him downward so that Gladiolus can grab it with his tail
Oh, that's cool.
and like hook him.
Okay.
Can I help with a spell?
Yeah, go for it.
I would like to. I've had enough of all this metal and da da da. I want to make roots erupt around and grab this thing.
Pavouk is done giving a shit about the metal.
I just want this thing held down.
Okay. Pavouk, with your assistance, I've lowered the DC of its dexterity roll. Emmyth, you slide under. The jaws of this thing miss, snapping. The second form withers and fuses back to its weird, fleshy, webby wings. And as you slide through its legs, chomp, 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 on either side, teeth erupt from its thighs. Biting at you as you pass through, you take 4 damage, but you're able to grab the ring. Djinn, Fumi, either of you gonna do something?
Emmyth has the ring.
Yes.
Now, this is what I wanted to know from this. Can the ring be dislocated from it? Is it bound to it? It's basically what I'm asking. Like, could I take the ring off of its neck?
It is
essentially
a full circle around its neck, but you probably would be able to take it off. It looks like jewelry.
Oh, is it held there by static electricity?
Who knows?
Well, speaking
Static
of
electricity, could Fumi turn it on?
No, that you read my fucking mind. I'm gonna move here.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna charge myself and become a link. I'm gonna make a lightning damage.
You're gonna become a conduit between the ring and it?
Yep. It's not close enough to do it itself, so I'm gonna charge myself and I'm going to put that link there.
Okay. You do see the static coming off the ring towards you, but you don't seem to be close enough to the door. Djinn, do you have something to assist? It seems like it will work for me. I just need that last little bit.
Metal conducts electricity. I have metal in me.
Oh my god!
I'm just gonna like take out a pipe or something.
Take out a robot. Take out one of the corpses.
Yeah, I'll take out like one of the metal tubes that one of the robots had or something, and just like hold it between them. I'm sand, and sand grounds electricity gets grounded, so like I probably won't hurt that much, if at all.
Okay, Djinn, you hold out the pipe. Fumi.
Could I just take the pipe from him?
I mean, yeah, you could probably do that.
I just don't want Djinn to get hurt. I'm taking the pipe.
Djinn will no longer get hurt. Good choice. The circuit is connected. The door turns on.
Somebody open the door, please.
I'll
I
open
can't
the
do it.
door. I'm right here.
You're right there.
Alright.
Oh,
Which knob do you turn?
Oh! This scared me.
Which knob have we turned before?
Left or right? Which knob do you turn?
This one.
No!
No.
Left.
You get one choice.
Wait, how much do we really want this right now?
I want to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with this thing.
Nilq slits his hand,
Oh.
Are you doing it?
and he's gonna put the blood on the fucking Ludda coin.
Okay.
Oh, we're asking Ludda.
Oh, we're asking Ludda.
Slits his hand, like I said, puts the Ludda coin on it, and he's gonna slam it against the pillar next to him.
Oh,
As if assuming that will, like, you know, maybe the door will go there.
brilliant. As you do this, you wish for, I'm assuming the question you're wishing for is, which knob do we turn?
Yes, yes.
Very good. Yeah, there's this bubbling, like, oh, it's weird. You almost feel like a magical ripple of distortion run throughout the entire area. You see the Mist Lurker about to grab Emmyth with its weird stomach mouth. You see Gladiolus trying to push back against it, Fumi and Djinn creating the circuit, Pavouk ready to assist. All of this gets distant. It's almost like the magic that happens shouldn't be. Like it's something distorting the very laws of nature itself. Up from below, the entire area fills with a soft, almost transparent blue gel as the entire scene freezes and a slit opens here and someone steps out. Good heavens, well, that was rather fast. Oh.
His, like, eyes are, like, closed tight.
Nilq.
You hear the voice, they're like...
You can speak freely. All of you can speak freely.
Wait, all of us?
It's all of you. I'm not that mean.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I did not
Oh, hello.
did honestly not expect it this quickly. Well, promise is a promise. What's your question?
Which knob?
Oh, really? That's your question? Nothing more magnanimous, like, I don't know, what's my favorite food, or where do I go on Sundays? Whatever.
We would really like to not die.
That is a very good point.
Here. I'll tell you what. When I get a Ludda coin, I will personally ask you, what is your favorite thing to do on Sundays for brunch?
Oh, lovely. I love answering that one. No one ever asks me that. I've always wanted to answer.
But first, how's the door?
Oh, yes, one moment. I have to do this. Ludda comes under here, slightly adjusts Emmyth's face to the left 1 inch. There you go. If you stood there, it would cut your head off. Ludda comes over here. Oh, I thought it was kind of obvious, honestly. The side the pillar's on.
Oh my...
So, right?
Yes, the right one. The left one will kill you. Ludda winks.
And I was gonna say, okay guys, do you think this is a monkey's paw situation of we have to ask exactly what it is? Because if that's the case, I feel like the better question to ask is, what's the way to tell what knob to...
Oh, you know what? Nilq was in a panicked state. He totally would have asked that if he wasn't panicked.
Ludda seeming to sense it. Well, I mean, obviously, I'll answer your questions, but if you... how do I put it? Get on my bad side, then maybe I won't be so direct. Now, ta-ta! This might be a little bit jarring, but you will go right back into what you were in. Seriously, don't get your head chopped off, Emmyth.
But of course. Thank you, Ludda.
Ludda?
Yes.
Would you like another hug later?
Well, I mean, who knows when the next time you're going to see me is. Ludda comes over and wraps an arm around your, like, still form, looks down at, like, the gash marks and the ragged clothes you're in. You should really get those cleaned up. Yeah. They tap you and your clothes are immediately restored.
Is Ludda metallic?
They look like it.
I'm just asking because they're like within 5 feet of a cloud of pure static electricity.
They look like it. That's the weird thing.
Whenever Ludda gets that close, and like, you know, at some point they probably see a Gladdy, he just kind of winks.
Ludda acknowledges Gladiolus for a second, which is long enough to say, like, I see you, you bastard. Ta-ta for now. Whenever they're done hugging Nilq.
Djinn again holds up his entire arm and waves it. Bye, Ludda!
Goodbye, Djinn. Oh,
Wait, Djinn is moving while everyone else is frozen in time?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, Djinn's the only one that can break it. Sands of time and all that bullshit, who knows. Ludda turns back around.
Djinn is immune to being frozen in time.
Yeah, Djinn's just too polite to move in frozen
Yeah,
time.
Djinn's just too polite to ever break it.
Ludda bows with 2 of their arms. Good luck and have fun.
So cool.
Just before Ludda leaves, can I propel to put a wall between Emmyth and the biting teeth?
Sure. Their head was moved. Door slammed shut. Bam! Shit immediately jumps back to exactly where you were just a second ago. We're gonna jump. Boom! Just like that!
Right now!
Emmyth, you dodge the closing jaws! Wall goes! Door open! Who's grabbing the knob?
Go, go, go!
Djinn, who was reaching for the left one, immediately is like, okay, there's a pillar there, but no, okay, the other one, gotcha.
Yeah. Nilq fucking reaches over because he's closer and opens with the right one.
The door swings open!
And then Gladio immediately thinking picks up Pavouk, throws him through with his mouth, headbutts Nilq, tail slams Emmyth, and it goes.
Djinn, go.
Djinn sucks up all of his sand and uses just a little bit of wind magic to just like, you know how sometimes you'll see like a piece of paper like stuck on something, and then as soon as it goes, it just sucks
like
away.
A plastic bag drifting through the wind.
And as soon as like Djinn is through, the tail finishes its swing through and slam.
You can't slam a cloud. Plus, if I go through, oh
It's
my God.
fine.
I didn't know if it powered down. It shut.
That's why I was panicking too.
Fair.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
I'll go through. Gladiolus is fine.
yeah,
And
Gladio
go
is
through.
fine.
Oh yeah, it shuts.
Bitch, I knew it.
Gladio just looks at the thing and goes, hey. Puts a paw on the ring around its neck and desummons.
It's gonna take one more swing at you, just out of spite. 16 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Hey, Tali. Roll luck to see if whenever he put his paw on the ring that it might come with when he desummons.
Good lord,
Souvenir?
no. I'm not letting you have that shit. I don't even want to begin to tell you what that is.
I'm assuming that thing is our quote unquote reward for if we ended up killing it.
Probably. I was like, say maybe.
And
How much damage does he poof?
you take 4.
Oh!
It rolled
Oh wow!
minimum.
He's still up.
Yes.
Um,
Oh wait, are you not unsummoning?
Summoning. Unsummon.
Just unsummon
yeah,
him,
he's
man.
gonna unsummon.
Okay.
He's gonna unsummon. But
Don't-
I'm just like, damn! I thought he was gonna poop. I was honestly surprised.
And that is the end
That
of
was
floor 3. Holy shit. Still a little bit of art? Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Sure.
I really want to show the fucking Mist Lurker. Oh my god, I love it so much.
It looks so fucking cool.
You guys did
I
it.
guess
You
that's what
escaped
it's,
Bridge Hell.
Oh my god, yeah. Oh,
that
that
floor.
that was definitely terrifying.
Fumi OP.
For me.
But now we're gonna be in
OP.
Mist City.
He
Oh,
used a lot of coin. I'm so happy. I was wondering if you'd do that.
If Emmyth didn't say something earlier in the session, Nilq may not have used the coin.
God, dude. Also,
Wait,
the
what
whole
did
thing,
I
the
say?
whole thing of Ludda being like, "Oh yes, you can use blood if you're that desperate," and then you ended up doing it at the end of the same
Yeah.
episode.
Yep.
So, the first thing I'm gonna do is I want to post this because this will be up like at the point at which. Look at them. I wanted to make this emote because I love Ludda.
It's so good.
Then we have the Mist Skirter.
We get our
The
focus
wounded.
back at the end of every session.
You do not.
I trust
And then here's the big baddie of the night, Mist Lurker.
Which with the fact that we're in Mist City, I feel like it might come back.
Oh yeah, I feel like
You know how Ludda said every 5 floors? Or was it like, was it at 5?
Every
or
5
was
floors, there's a challenge from the curator.
Yeah.
That thing might be the
this was
challenge.
boss.
Fuck, you might. I feel like you're right on it, Cat.